Hi, I am B.Renuga. I am working as an assistant professor in Dr. S.N.S. Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. I belong to Business Administration Department. Last few videos we have discussed about the economic activities, primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sectors. Today we are going to discuss about the determination of income and employment. Okay. So before we are discuss this topic, we have to view about the income and employment. How we are going to determining the income and employment. Actually, these two important concepts will be we have to determine based upon the demand of the product and the supply of the product. So these are the main two important constraints only when we are going to determining the single person's income and the based upon their employment. Okay. So aggregate demand. Okay, aggregate demand, it refers to the demand for all the goods and services which are to be produced in an economy during some particular period. So that actually that aggregate demand in the two sectors we have to discuss in the two closed economy. Okay, consists of the consumption of demand or the demand for the consumer goods, and also we are investing the demand or the demand for investment goods. Okay, so the aggregate demand in the three sector closed economy is consist of the consumption based upon the demand, investment and also the government expenditure. Okay, in case suppose if we are taking in the four sector economy, at the time we have to consisting the demand of the particular product, investment, and also we have to discussing the government expenditure and also making the way of acting the investment of goods. We are making the demand of the particular product and also the aggregate supply. Okay, so under the aggregate supply, actually that refers to output that is planned by the producers in a particular period of time. That is the main important thing. And also consumption demand. So under this consumption demand, the way of activities will be making in the depending upon the prosperity and to the consuming the level of disposable income. And we are next move to the property to the consume. That is propensity is nothing but the consumption function which shows the functional relation between the level of consumption and the level of income. Okay, how we are going to next the step we move to the measures. Okay, how we are going to measuring the that particular demand and the supply of the product of the based upon the individual person's income and their employment. Okay, so the average propensity to income and also the making some consume, how they are going to consuming it. Okay, so average and marginal, so these are the two important measures when we are going to make the particular level of income. Okay, then propensity to save, how we are going to saving our money. It also known as the saving function, which shows the functional relation between the level of saving and the level of income. So and next we move to the measures we have to making in the savings sector. Okay, so the refers to the ratio of the savings on the particular level. It will be making the change in the level of income. Suppose for example we are taking the short run or the equilibrium output. Okay, so under this point we have to make the economy to be increased and also making in the aggregate demand to be equal to the short run equilibrium output also to be attained in the level of income. Okay, next we move to the investment multiplier or the output multiplier. So it is making the which the income may increase resulting upon the initial investment. It can be refer to the ratio of the change and also making the way of acting and also keep on the change in the investment process. Okay, next step we are making in the measure of saving income. It will be depending upon the full employment. Okay, so the full employment is nothing but, please be clear when we are going to discuss this particular concept, at the time we have to consider the two important employment activities. Okay, so the first one is the voluntary employment and second one is involuntary employment. So what is the difference between the voluntary and involuntary employment? Is nothing but based upon the billing of the work. Okay, that's it.